And the Devils are benefiting because of that.
Well, he's a player that can make a difference in a game, and right in the last few weeks, he's been outstanding, consistent, working hard, moving his feet.
Let's talk about the whole Stringrays then. When a visiting club comes into this building, your goalie has to play well. Boucher has to play well tonight.
Yeah, he's been playing well of late, and that's why they won 4 or 6. Outstanding goalie.
Just the 4 defensemen tonight. They're going to have a tough night.
It's going to be a tough night because they're going to have to move the puck quick, and they're going to have to help each other a lot.
And then up front, just before the national anthem, and we'll go silent in a few moments, but before we go up front, they have got some scorers here, haven't they? Kalmakov, Yusaverta, Jason Silverthorne, our guest in the studio a couple of weeks ago, but their big find this year, Jeremy Tendler. They'd be lost without him, wouldn't they?
Yeah, he's led them in every category: goals for, power play goals, shorthanded goals. He's been a great find for him.
Okay, well, the two teams there line up. The match sponsors come out and get their presentation. It all goes a little Huthly silence here in the Cardiff Arena, and I've got to echo what Nick was talking about earlier. The arenas, Belfast, Sheffield, Nottingham, fantastic. This is a proper hockey barn in Cardiff, isn't it?
It is. People are sitting real close to the rink, and as on the ice you can actually hear people yelling at you.
Okay, we're just going to take a pause. Stand up at home, don't spill your tea. I'll tell you, Rick Strachan, even as a proud Englishman, there is something about that anthem that does make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, especially as the Cardiff Devils fans sing it out loud here tonight.
Yeah, it's a very passionate song, and everybody stood up, and let's play some hockey.
We are indeed. Well, the whole Stingrays, we spoke about them playing very simple hockey earlier on. And you were saying to me, north-south hockey, David, that's what they've got to play. Explain north-south hockey, what do you mean by that?
In this rink here, it's very small, it's very narrow. The neutral zone is small. If you start passing the puck across the ice, it's going to get intercepted, it's going to create turnovers. You got to get the puck from one end to the other, and the fastest way is straight lines.
There is Bannister, we see at the top of our screen. This is a rink for smart hockey players. You don't play where he has played if you're not a smart hockey player.
No, you'll watch him tonight. He will do nothing flash. He'll get the puck. He'll know where it's going. He'll move it quick. He'll move it simple. He'll keep the shifts really short.
Well, there is Drew Bannister, glittering career. He comes to the whole Stingrays as a player, assistant coach. The lights just behind us go down. They stay bright on the ice. And our referee tonight is Tom Darnell. He waits for the two starting centremen. It's Mitchell and McRae. Back to Weller, the first of our NHL guys, to Rick's favourite, Tyler Michelle. Top 10 in scoring, top 10 in penalty minutes, Tyler Michelle. And he hits and he creams Dooley. And there's a man free, and it is McRae for an early goal. Forehand, backhand, McRae shoots and scores! Super start for the Cardiff Devils. Just his third goal of the season, McRae, but it was all about Tyler Michelle's big hit on Dooley, wins the turnover, just the start the Cardiff Devils wanted.
We talked about the neutral zone, huge hit, turnover, right here to McRae, defenseman falls down, great backhand, beats him. If you're the whole Stingrays, you do not want to start right like this.
Sylvain Cloutier would have said the last words before they came out of the dressing room as they gathered round the goalie Boucher. Good start, no mistakes, keep it simple. And they go and turnover. They could have another one here. Here's Matska, Pele. Matska's back in the middle, but it's kicked away through the neutral zone. Picked up by Kenton Smith to Matska. What a start for the Cardiff Devils. Here's Pele. So hot at the moment is Pele, and Bannister will finish on him. Bannister in the game for the first time. Reid moves the puck around. The perfect start for the Cardiff Devils. So important though, Rick, the whole don't panic and just keep their same old game plan.
Well, they got a game plan. They got to come in here. It doesn't matter what the score is. You got to stick to it. And right now, they know they've been on the bus for a long time. Get everybody into the game. Short shifts.
Finity's looking for Brabir, who shoots it straight into Boucher. Final line change. See Sylvain Cloutier, the player coach of the Hull Stingrays, go on. There is Max Brabir in a fine run of form at the moment. Brabir, 12 goals already, 3 on the power play, 2 short-handed. And that means Jared Adams is using him in every situation.
Yeah, when you got players playing well, you're going to put them out there as much as you can.
Rick Strachan talked about north-south. That's up and down to you and me. Well, already we've seen the Hull Stingrays go east-west across, and that's why they've got into a bit of problems. Here's Sladek, and he just gets to the puck first. The one thing we always say when we come to Cardiff is you can't have a bad game here because it is so frenetic, isn't it? And we've seen that in the opening minute.
Everything moves so quick here. You don't get time on the puck. You got to move it very fast. You got to get it. You got to know where the puck's going before you get it. So you got to, you know what? Before the puck comes to you got to have your head up. As soon as you get it, move the puck.
Finity versus Cloutier. Cloutier with the face-off win. Slavic throws one at the net. Picked up by Weller, sends that long pass. Weller looking for the stretch pass. Here's Voth. Boucher has to quickly get back in his goal. Puck comes back out to Adams. Adams fires one. Blocker save made by Boucher and chipped away through the neutral zone by the Hull Stingrays. And we've talked about that big ring, small ring comparison, and you can just see how quickly you go from defence to offence.
Yeah, there's a shot at one end, and you've got to be aware. You got to come back hard because right there's one shot one way. It's going to come right back.
It's what makes it so exciting here in Cardiff. And there is McRae. When I was doing my stats last night, there is Brad Voth, but McRae, I was surprised he'd only got 2 goals coming into this game. I thought he'd have a few more, but then I look across, he's got 17, 18 assists, so he's contributing.
Yeah, he's a center. He plays at both ends of the rink, and most centers aren't big goal scorers. What they do is dish the puck, and he's been dishing it to Tyler Michel, who's got 20 almost. But
face-off wing comes back out. Smith fires one, comes back out to Richardson, hits the post, rebound. They don't know where it's gone. Goal at the door. McRae's on fire. Gets his second of the night. 15 minutes ago, we'd only got 2 all season. He scored 2 goals inside 3 or 4 minutes. McRae leads the Hull Stingers by 2 goals to 0. Richardson's shot hits the post. Boucher doesn't know where it is.
This starts right off the face-off. Lose the draw. Shot off the post. Right here. McRae beats his center. Beats Mitchell back to the net. McRae is Mitchell's guy. Mitchell loses him. Right there, comes in. Goalie loses it. Poke it in.
Well, we'll see it from this angle. Where's that loose puck? There it is. And McRae's first to it. Going into those dirty areas. This was not the start at all that the Hull Stingrays wanted. Bannister moves the puck quickly to Reid. Reid, formerly a Basingstoke. Bannister gets robbed. Fortunately, Reid gets it back. Bannister might have played in the biggest leagues in the world, but he hasn't been on the ice until yesterday. This is his first game since the end of last season. And he's very quickly found that UK hockey might be a little bit better than some people in North America first gave it credit for.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the standard of hockey in this. These guys out here right now. You got to respect the game.
Pele brings the puck quickly. Hill goes to his left. Finity comes out. Pele will probably go for a change. Too many men on the ice. Called by James Kavanagh, the linesman, just about 20 feet in front of Rick and ourselves, right in front of the Cardiff Devils bench. I've got to be honest, I'll be glad when November's over. Those moustaches that all hockey players around the country, they'll shave them up. It suits some guys, doesn't necessarily suit Finity. Kenton Smith as well. It's not a good one.
No, some guys suit a mustache and some don't, but you know what? They're putting them on there. They're growing them for a good cause.
And then there's some guys who just can't grow one.
Yeah.
Too many men on the ice penalty. A penalty against the Cardiff Devils. So here's a chance for the Hull Stingrays to get back on the scoreboard. So Cloutier and Mitchell will play with Tendler. Silverthorne will drop onto the point. But everything happens so quick. Quick chance for Mitchell. Well saved by Stevie Lyle. And the shot, oh, Silverthorne gives it away to Finnerty. Finnerty short-handed shoots. Boucher makes a save. Everything happens so quickly. Here's Tendler down behind his own goal. Quick pass out to Reid. Reid heads up play, gives it back to Tendler. Tendler's the golden boy in Hull. Offside call because everything happened so quick and Tendler just couldn't keep control of the puck.
You can't carry the puck in this rink. You get it to the red line. You got 4 guys stacked up along the blue line. Dump it in. Your wingers are going hard. They want you to shoot the puck in. You stick handle, they got to stop offside. Right here, that's a great save by Boucher.
Boucher has to become the Hull Stingrays' best player. He has to, because he's going to get more rubber than a dead cat on the M42, isn't he?
He certainly is, and right now, you know, the Stingrays got to just settle down and get playing the game north-south.
And at the moment, he's just popping everywhere, and the Stingrays haven't settled down. Here's Brebeer. Brebeer's looking for Matska. Coburn comes across. He'll finish on Matska. And now Bannister picks the puck up, making a nice play. Bannister then gets run over for his trouble. Here comes Coburn. Coburn's going to headman the puck. Comes out to Kalmakoff on his off wing. Back to Coburn. To Kalmakoff on the power play still. 45 seconds of the one-man advantage to the Hull Stingrays. Here's Coburn, man free University at the back post, but the puck couldn't get to him. Kenton Smith finishes hard on Coburn. And a penalty is called. And it's a hook in minor, and it's going to go. It's against the Cardiff Devils. And it's Weller. 5-on-3 power play coming up for the Stingrays. Big opportunity. What do you see here, Rick?
It's just prior to that, the Cardiff Devils are playing very aggressive. Weller gets beat out of the corner and he hooks his guy going to the net. Right here, good example for Hull to get back into this game.
When you're killing a penalty, is there another way to kill other than aggressive here in Cardiff where it's so small? You've got to be aggressive.
You've got to be aggressive. You can't let teams set up here. Everywhere's a scoring chance.
And by aggressive, explain what we mean by aggressive on the kill.
You're not gonna stand and set up in the box. Anytime you're gonna press the puck all over the zone.
Silverthorne back at back, great shot, Tendler, kicked away by Stevie Lyle, super one-timer. Tendler's waiting for it again, he's out in front. 5 Stingrays, 3 Devils. Here's Dooley. They swap, here's Bannister. Can he shoot the puck? Yes he can, Tendler's got it out in front. And Bannister takes it over the blue line. Everybody has to come back out, otherwise we'll be offside. Bannister again. Chips, Tendler goes to chase. Lyle gets there first. Round the boards, only as far as Kalmakoff. Tendler again. 5-on-4 now. 1 minute and 6 seconds left. And there's an out for Mark Smith as he chips off the glass. 200 feet, well it's not 200 feet in this building, is it? All the way down to Boucher. Dooley collects. Yusuversa goes to his right. Dooley, the captain, hits the red line. Hammers the puck. Lyle out of his net. Is there a man in front? There isn't. Yusuversa got there a little late. Finnerty battling with the puck at the moment. They clear it. Only as far as Reid, who gives it to Dooley. Dooley, oh, he faked the shot and then just sent a hard pass across the crease. 30 seconds left on the power play. Hill gets to the loose puck first. Cloutier finished in the corner. Hill back out to Dooley. One-timer from Reid. Didn't get enough of it. Play by Richardson, but he doesn't clear. The player coach Cloutier to Yusuversa. You've got no time to set up in this building. Off the post, Dooley shoots it. That was the best chance, but Hull just haven't got time to set up because of the pressure Cardiff are putting on them.
Yeah, there's pressure all over the ice, and right there, what happened is they moved the puck quickly, quick little shot, on net, screen, and Lyle didn't sue it, and lucky to hit the goalpost.
The Cardiff Devils are back to full strength. They've killed the 5-on-4, they killed the 5-on-3, and then they killed the remainder of the 5-on-4. 5-on-5, Kalmakoff shoots one, Lyle makes a save, hits him in the chest, and he quickly covers up. And that's what you want from Stevie Lyle. You want him to make that first save.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keeping the Hull Stingrays to the outside right there. Kalmakoff comes down. He's right here is the shot, right off the goalpost. Goalie's best friend. There we go, and here comes Kalmakoff coming down. Right there, he's got a hard shot, but Stevie Lyle comes out, challenges. He ain't gonna let that one in.
18% on the power play, the Hull Stingrays on the road. So just over well, just below 1 in 5. Adams doing a good job, but he's drew a penalty. He knew it straight away, and he looks at the referee, Tom Darnell, as if to say, no, he was pulling my shirt, ref.
That's better work from the Hull Stingrays. And this rink to be successful, you got to play in the other end. It's a small rink. Everywhere's a scoring chance. And right now they got the forecheck going. They just beat, G just gets beat out of the corner. Little cross check in the back, and in he goes.
You would think the Cardiff Devils would be outstanding at home killing penalties. 76% though on the penalty kill. It puts them 8th. I expected them just to be higher, just playing in this building all the time.
Yeah, it's an advantage to, practice penalty killing here, and they got their defense back. They got Weller, they got Richardson back now, so they got a full team, and that should get better.
The Cardiff Devils are giving the Hull Stingrays a chance here. They've given them a 5-on-3. They're giving them another 5-on-4 power play here. So when a team does kill very aggressive against you in a small rink, here's Tendler, shoots miles wide. What have Hull got to do then to get set up on the power play quicker?
They got to outnumber on the puck first of all, then they can move the puck very quick. If you move the puck very quick against a team that is aggressive, once you beat 2 quick passes, you beat them, and they're going to get a scoring chance.
Can Lee Mitchell get to that puck first? He can't, and he comes all the way back to Mark Richardson, who tried to feed Brad Voth. Boucher behind his own goal, leaves it for the captain, Dooley. Yusuverda goes to his right. Kalmakoff down the middle, and Kalmakoff picks a loose puck. Oh, but it was bouncing, and Finnerty was on him like a rash. Hill tries to get round Kalmakoff, and he does it with ease and chips the puck down behind Boucher's goal. Finnerty again hammers behind the goal. Coburn can't pick up, therefore the Hull Stingrays give the puck to the Cardiff Devils, and short-handed they're just not letting the Hull Stingrays set up at all. Yusuverda. Tyler Michelle will finish, and the Cardiff Devils never give up an opportunity to complete a hit. Yusuverda again. Drops it to Cloutier, and there was Coburn, who just sneaked in front of Tyler Michelle. The Hull Stingrays getting some more opportunities on this second power play. With Cloutier, nice pass Cloutier, Kalmakoff shoots wide. That was better from Cloutier, wasn't it?
Yeah, they got quick puck movement. Once they get set up, Cardiff can't be as aggressive, and now they're moving the puck around quickly.
Coburn tried to get Cloutier free on the back door, then Coburn finishes on Davies. Shot from Reed, it's tipped. Coburn takes the shot, but it goes wide, stick side. Cloutier tries to find Kalmakoff. We're all 5-on-5 again, but the Hull Stingrays have a little bit of momentum as Michelle finishes behind the goal. And the Devils clear, they look tired. Phil Hill gasps for air, but a good kill by the Devils, but better from Hull.
Oh, it was Hull Stingrays moved the puck around very quickly, got themselves some scoring chances, and then the guys for Cardiff are tired. They want to get off that ice there. They work extremely hard.
There's Trevor Reed, of course knows the league well from his time in Basingstoke, now of course here in Hull. And he's a player that can move the puck quickly. He's a player on the power play that should be
he's a very smart player. He knows his way around the rink, and doesn't panic, and that's what you guys want on the power play, guys who will not panic.
Tyler Michelle just loses it in his skates for a moment, doesn't he? Dooley, who's regarded as the #1 defenseman here in Hull. Weller quickly heads up play to Pelly, takes the shot, but Big Max was just a tad offside. That Weller, you can tell that experience, can't you? I mean, he gets it, and the pass is made almost before he's received it. He knows where it's going. You can just tell he's just thinking that little bit quicker.
Well, he's an NHL defenseman, and all great players, they know where the puck's going before they get it. As soon as they get it, right there, hard pass on the tape.
It's like anything. When you see quality, they make it look so easy, don't they? And Weller makes it look so easy.
Yeah, he does. He's big. He's strong right there. You see him stand up, Tendler at the blue line. Just finishes his check.
You come to Cardiff now, and you don't just talk. Here's a chance, Pelly. You don't just talk about Brad Voth, and that shows the development that this team has made. Brabia playing bigger and better and stronger. Finnerty, Weller, Matska. The supporting cast now is just so great, isn't it?
7 forwards in the top 30 in scoring in this league tells you something. The balance they have.
Well, there is Tendler. 5 power play goals, 5 short-handed goals. He leads the Stingrays in power play scoring, short-handed scoring, regular scoring.
Well, I guess he's their star.
Just about. Lee Mitchell has Estes to his left, Coburn to his right. If you like, the third unit for the Hull Stingrays. Estes and Jared Adams battling. And here is the mare. He goes chasing Brad Voth. Then he leaves it to young Ben Davies. I suppose when you're an old veteran like Voth and you've got a young pup like Davies next to you, you can let him go and chase the puck into the corner.
You notice right there, there's a lot of pressure in this rink you can't get out. Sometimes you just got to ring it hard off the boards, chip it out, and then chase it.
And does it matter if you give an icing away in here sometimes?
No, sometimes it's so small the defenseman pinch in, you got nowhere to go and they get you hemmed in your own zone for 30 seconds.
Jared Adams penned in his own end right now as Estes cuts across. Can't quite get to him as G just chips it down. Boucher comes out of his goal, finds Bannister. Bannister goes north-south. Voth says to Bannister, you might have played in the NHL, but welcome to Cardiff. I'm the mayor, sit down. 9 minutes to go, first period. What a great period for McRae. He scored both goals. The Devils lead 2-0. Well, the Devils have just given the puck away to Coburn. Coburn just dances round Adams, takes the shot away. I don't think Lyle saw it. He just ended up in his glove and he drops it and he moves the puck away. Coburn gets it again, tries to find the defenseman coming in. It's Dooley who takes a shot, and Stevie Lyle saw that one and makes a stupid stop.
We talk about neutral zone turnovers right there. Total control, a little pass that's missed, and all of a sudden, look at, here we go. They're running around. You're running around your own end and there's a scoring chance.
You and I were talking in the car coming down that if our 6 numbers came up and we built our own rink for the Elite League, what size ice pad? It is so much more exciting on this smaller pad, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. If I had to build a rink, I would build one with a small ice pad. It's more exciting.
Smith tries to get the puck to Michelle. Here comes Michelle, blue line, takes one and Boucher just kicks it away. Sladdock knew he was going to get hit and he took his eye off the puck there, knowing that Michelle hit was coming in. Silverthorne chips down, gets an awkward bounce off the boards. Kenton Smith moves the puck round to Sam Smith. Michelle finishes. Oh, you could see that one coming. And Dooley can feel it. Michelle is just a bull. He's a train, isn't he? And he just runs you over. Lyle leaves it for Kenton Smith. Silverthorne finishes. Kenton Smith hammers him back. Kalmakoff back in his own zone. Gives it to Sladdock. Davies. Hull Stingrays getting back into it. Just those bus legs just killed them first 5 minutes, didn't it? And the Cardiff Devils took full advantage.
By bus legs, there's no excuse for bus legs. You know what's going to happen when you come into this ring. They're going to come after you hard, so you got to be prepared to play the first 5 minutes.
Davies. Brabea comes in and finishes on Davies. You'll find more hits in this barn than anywhere else. Yusuf Versa tries to fire one through the legs of Richardson, using him as a screen. Rabea chips into the middle where Reed collects. Sends the hook down to Yusuf Versa. He'll chase and Weller. Yusuf Versa all over Weller, but Weller just calmly, collectively, and then makes the pass. He'll give an icing away here.
That was waved off.
And that one's waved off as well, as Weller will be the first man to the puck with Tendler coming after him. Hill makes a nice little pass to Finnerty. Headman's over the blue line. Drop pass to Hill, and Voth drove the net. Finnerty finishes behind the goal. Sladdock doesn't like being hit, and he knows he's going to get hit. Here's Voth, shoots. Second shot, Voth. Finnerty couldn't pick up on it. And it's very easy, Rick, for you and I. He stood up here. But Sladdock at the moment isn't clearing the puck when he's having the chance, because he knows he's going to get hit and he's a little timid out there.
You come into this rink and you get hit 2 or 3 times, keep dumping the puck in soft and then finishing their checks on you. And then you start looking over your shoulder, making mistakes, and that's what's happening right now.
And those turnovers quickly become scoring opportunities, don't they?
Yeah, especially in this rink here, when you go into defensive, you know you're going to get the puck, get it on your stick and make a hard play, and then keep your feet moving. If your feet aren't moving, you're a sitting duck.
How can you be timid when you're 9'3"?
I don't know, there's no reason for it to be timid. You know, it's a contact sport.
Delay in the game penalty against the Hull Stingrays. As far as the look over the glass. Matska. Fires one through traffic, and Bannister, who's killing an awful lot of ice time for a man who hasn't played any hockey this year, but there's only 4 defensemen on the whole Stingrays bench. Matska, they've done so well in the last 6 or 7 minutes, the Stingrays. They don't want to concede here. Big shot comes in from Weller, but great work from Mitchell, who got to the loose puck first. Back to Weller, right-handed shot, walks to the middle, tries to find Pella. McRae as well, getting some power play time. Matska on the point. Nice pass by Matska. Weller jumps in. Matska wants it back, but Weller sends it down low to Pele. Big Max at the back door. Matska gets it instead. Now Weller, Pele. One-timer comes in from Matska. And we're seeing here the Stingrays not as aggressive on the kill as perhaps the Devils were when we saw Hull on the penalty on the power play.
Yeah, Cardiff was way more aggressive. They forced. Right there, the Stingrays kind of sat back in the box, and they did pretty good at just staying in the box and letting Cardiff pass the puck around with no really great scoring chances.
Oh, look at that from Tyler Michel. Touch of genius from Michel. Now Voth gets taken down to his knees. Still bigger than most of the Stingrays players when he's on his knees. Kenton Smith in a foot race with Jason Silverthorne. Silverthorne putting Smith under pressure. Silverthorne, who was a hero here at Cardiff when he played for the Devils. And one of the Devils fans behind me just go, "You suck, Silverthorne." How a fan can change his tune so very quickly.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The minute you leave the team, you're a villain.
Here's a chance for Michel. Moves it back to Ryan Finnerty. Ryan Finnerty's going to leave it for Tyler Michel. Michel walks in, he's on his backhand, trying to feather a pass to Phil Hill, and it beats everybody. Finnerty doesn't fancy the skate, so he says to Stevie Lyle, "How about you skating and giving it to me?" He does. Finnerty against Sladdock. And Finnerty's eating him. What's your saying? He eats his lunch, and he's eating Sladdock's lunch right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had his lunch, and he says, "Sorry, son, I'm going to have yours right now as well."
Pele. Max Brabir. Back to Pele. Pele's looking for an option. Throws one at the net. Just over 4 to go, first period. And McRae's brace are the 2 goals to report tonight as the Devils lead the Stingrays 2-0 as we go into the final stages of this first period. Smith chips out. Pele picks up, looks for Brabir on the left-hand side, but puck goes to Matska. Actually, since the 2 goals, it's been fairly even, hasn't it? It was just that Cardiff got off to that really super start.
Yeah, Cardiff came out ready to play, and a couple turnovers. But yeah, since then, the Stingrays have, got back in this game and are playing a lot better.
Smith gets taken down by Reed. Michel in a corner, and they're digging in there. Still with Michel, can he get it out to McRae? McRae gets a shot away. He's looking for a first period hat-trick. Heat comes through, and I don't think Coburn was too keen on that one from Michel. Back to McRae. McRae, was not greedy and made a lovely pass to the back door. Where's Smith? The young Welsh forward. And it's still Smith. He's a big lad, isn't he? For what, the one thing we say sometimes about the British players is maybe they lack a bit of size. There's so much great individual skill and hard work ethic, but that Smith has got work ethic, but he's also got size, and you can't buy size, can you?
No, you can't teach size in hockey. That's what the old coach says. I want big guys that can skate. And right now he's a big kid, about 6'2", works very hard, moves his feet.
Competition for places in Cardiff as well, because Davies and Smith are alternating on that line with McRae and Michel, and they both want to be permanently on that line, don't they? So they're playing hard against each other almost.
You can't get complacent out there. If you have a bad shift or a couple bad shifts, well, there's someone who wants my job.
Puck down with 3:06 to go in the first period. Cloutier in the face-off circle. He goes with Finnerty. Cloutier gets the puck back. It was Silverthorne who helped it on its way. Silverthorne just has the puck taken off him by Weller, like you would take a packet of sweets off a 5-year-old. Dooley in a stick. Look at Weller, it just comes across again. Voth now picks it up. The one thing you told me about Brad Voth was he was 6'6", but he skates like a player who's only 6 foot, and He does. He gets from east to west very quickly, doesn't he? He gets from one end of the ring to the other.
He skates extremely well for a big man. Most 6'6" guys are a little awkward out there, but he skates very well.
Here's Finnerty. Created everything himself, Ryan Finnerty, out of the corner and gets the shot away. Cloutier down the left-hand side, but Richardson comes across. Talk to me about the difference. When we look down the team lineups, we saw 4 Hull Stingrays defensemen, 5 Cardiff Devils defensemen. In reality, what difference does that really make? Is that perhaps why the 4 Hull defensemen are a little timid right now and not perhaps finishing every hit?
Well, you don't get a break. You go out there for 30 seconds, and then you get a 30-second break every time. When you got that 5th guy, you get that extra rest every 3rd shift, which makes a huge difference.
Revere rolls off Bannister. Reed sends the puck down the middle to Tenler. 2-on-1. Here's Tenler. Great play. Great play, Mark Richardson. Tenler, the sharpshooter for the Hull Stingrays. I expected him to shoot there, but he went for the pass instead, didn't he? And Richardson just blocked the line.
Oh, Richardson did a great job of just laying down, and sometimes the defenseman on a 2-on-1, laying down's a great play.
I could do lying down. I could do that. Pele, chance for Revere. Can he get the shot away? He can't. Back to Kenton Smith. People watching at home in Manchester, of course, in days of the Manchester Phoenix in the Elite League, will remember, of course, Kenton Smith. This is his brother Mark. Mark, who, of course, who was in Edinburgh last year. So the 2 Smith brothers. And he played very well, didn't he, in Edinburgh last year? You know, they had a period, didn't they, the Caps, when they went down to just 2 defensemen. That guy was playing 40 minutes a night.
Utmost respect for him. He's not a flashy defenseman by any means. He stay at home, block shots, take the man, make the first pass. Every team needs, those type of defensemen. Not everyone can go end-to-end. You need a few guys to stay at home. That
was McRae in the face-off circle, and McRae's the hero in Cardiff. First period, he scored both goals inside the first 5 minutes to give the Stingrays a 2-0 lead as we head into the final minutes of this first session. 1:06 remain. It's getting noisy in here in Cardiff. So Sladek will get back on the ice. Those are the people who made it through the snow. It was a long trip for us all today. They've all made it. And it's always loud and vociferous in Cardiff. If you're sat watching a telly in Cardiff, you should be sat here instead. Great building, great atmosphere. Chance out in front, Smith shoots, Smith scores! Agoraphobia for Smith! Nobody within a million miles of him! What a find Smith has been for the Cardiff Devils! The Devils lead by 3-0. Where were the Hull Stingrays defenseman, Mick Strachan?
All right, here's a turnover. The puck doesn't get out, but there should always be a defenseman in front of the net until the puck gets over the blue line. Whoever the defenseman was, I have no idea where he's gone, but you got to have one defenseman to stay at home.
Goes 5-0, low, Smith, all the time in the world. Look at the joy on his face, yes! We'll have a drop of that, he says. And that is his 5th goal of the season, 13th point of the year.
Number 11,
it's not, it's his 7th. It's his 7th goal of the year, 19th point of the year.
Well, there's 2 no-nos in hockey. Give up a goal in the first minute and give up a goal in the last minute. And the Hull Stingrays have done both this period.
19 minutes and 2 seconds.
Well, Weller picks up an assist. There's Dooley. Was it Dooley's man? I think it probably was, wasn't it?
That was one of the defensemen. The defenseman, there's always should be a defenseman in front of the net. He cannot leave that area until the puck comes outside the blue line.
Final 40 seconds. Weller to Voth, who just chips the puck forward. There is nothing flash Harry about the Cardiff Devils. They are just very business-like. Everything is done at 100%. Every pass made crisp and hard and firm. Every hit finished.
No, they know how to play in this rink, and no nonsense. Move the puck quick, finish your checks, and move your feet.
Phil Hill finishes in the corner. Silverthorne comes across as support. Finnerty now there as well. Dooley's just trying to cover up, and he does so. End of this period then. Sylvain Cloutier is going to go in 3-0 down. What does he say to his guys? He must be disappointed because, like you say, first minute, last minute.
Yeah, it's all preparation. And right there, they weren't prepared to step on the ice. They got themselves going. They started playing a bit better. Then a mental mistake with 1 minute to go. 3-0.
You and I saw the Cardiff, the Hull Stingrays at Ice Sheffield, and similar start. They just didn't look ready at the very beginning. They could get punished further. Pelly walks in, and Boucher makes a save. It's something that is ongoing with the Hull Stingrays.
Yeah, consistency. They play an outstanding game, have a bad one. Play an outstanding game, have a bad one. They got to put a few together.
Well, at the end of the first period, what a first period for the Cardiff Devils, led by Stuart McRae. He'd only scored 2 goals coming into this game. He scored 2 in the first period. Smith's got a third, and the Cardiff Devils lead by 3-0 first period. That Stingrays have got to come back. We'll be back after the break. Don't you go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Cardiff Arena as the Cardiff Devils have taken a 3-0 first period lead against the Hull Stingrays. Stuart McRae with 2 goals right away, that rhymes, and he's doubled his goal tally this season, plus his 20 assists. This guy's he's red hot right now.
Well, he's one of these surprise signings, and I think the guys knew that he was going to be this type of player, but he's as good defensively as he is offensively. He's scoring a point a game, and then to come out tonight and double his goal tally, a real plus here tonight for the Devils to have
Sam
Stuart.
Smith as well, adding on to the Cardiff Devils 3-0 lead there, adding the third one. Jonathan, and I mean, that's all that Jared Adams would want going in after 20 minutes against the Hull Stingrays.
Yeah, first period 3-0. Great start. You know, I think they scored after 15 seconds or so, and then to get another 2 and 1. You know, in the last minute. You know, you can't ask for any more. I don't think.
You don't have cough?
No coughs. No.
All right, let's see if Jared Adams has a cough. He's with Chris Ellis.
Gerard, you must be very happy with that.
Yeah, I thought we obviously got off to the perfect start with that opening goal on the first shift, and it's a pretty tough building to come into, and I think we earned our breaks there. We got the goal off the post, and we were fortunate. I think they hit one post, but overall I thought we controlled the whole period.
How much do you use this building and home momentum in games? Because as you said, it's a tough building to come to. Everyone in the league says that. How much do you use that to your advantage?
Well, we use it as much as we can. Obviously, we look to get off to a good start, and we look to be physical early and just get the pucks in. And you know, it's a long road trip for every team that's coming in here. It's a little bit of a smaller building, and it's, like you said, it's a building not too many teams want to come to, so it's fun for us.
It might be an odd question, but 3-0 up. Is there anything that you're not happy with this period?
No, like I said, I think we controlled it right from the start. But I think it's just, you know, we've had games like this. It's just a mental focus now to stay in it for the next 40 minutes and just do all the right things.
Okay, thanks, Gerard.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we're having a little bit of a question here. Now, this is something because I used to drive a Zamboni, and I used to study. Ice rinks have only 2 sizes, as far as I'm aware: 56 by 26 and 60 by 30. So 56 by 26 is international size that they play in the NHL. 60 by 30 is Olympic size that they play in Europe, and that's it. Now, this is a 56 by 26, which they play in the NHL, but we're sitting here talking about ice pad size and all that kind of stuff. There's only 2 size ice pads that you can possibly have. This is the smallest ice pad.
Have you been to the Isle of Wight or Gosport?
Apart from the Isle of Wight, where I used to play as well, which is 44 by 22.
Sutton and Ashfield?
Yeah, black. Well, come on. But listen, in serious hockey, 56 by 26, this is international size. This is what they play in the NHL. So really, I mean, it can't be too much of an excuse, can it?
No, but I think Jared makes a good point there. It's a long way to travel for all the teams to come to Cardiff. Yeah, it's a long way for Cardiff to go and travel to all the opposing rinks too, but everybody that comes here has to make that journey into Wales and down here to the southwest of the UK, and that has a bearing on a team as they prepare. They know they got to go to a place that's going to be difficult, and it takes a long time to get there too.
And of course, when you have big Stuart McRae coming out on the first shift, and this happens, this doesn't make anything easier, guys. Let's have a look at this goal right off the bat, and we see Cardiff, you know, doing what they've got to do. But there are a few little mistakes here by the Hull Stingrays, a couple of little breakdowns, and then of course a little falling over in your defensive zone doesn't help. But it's this turnover here, and then that Slavic falls over and then lets Stuart McRae in, and really there's only going to be one winner there. I mean,
Well, the Devils are putting pressure, and Tyler Michelle's relentless on the play, and then Stuart McRae, who's not known as for goal scoring, looks like a 50-goal man there, doesn't he? And he takes it
didn't you
smooth.
call him Mike Mandano?
He looks like him. He's back there marshalling that power play. Mike Modano with the Detroit Red Wings, not with the Dallas Stars.
All right. So a perfect start from the Cardiff Devils, Jonathan, and that little fall down, and the Hull Stingrays, they didn't quite get back from it. And again, Stuart McRae capitalizes on that, and they double their lead.
Yeah, they managed to get another one. I think Richardson, takes a shot, hits the post, and just kind of bounces out there, and McRae manages to tap it in. I think Hull were unlucky though. They had some chances of their own.
Now we're going to see this goal right off the bat, and then I mean again, this is kind of basic hockey. Shoot the puck, go to the net, but be tough. Now the Hull Stingrays are not tough in front of their own net there.
Well, it favors the Devils there. They get to the puck first. The puck comes off the post there as a shot from Richardson from the blue line, and no one really knows where it is. The goalie, Boucher, doesn't know where it is either, and Stuart McRae is Johnny on the spot, and he gets through it first.
I'd hate to say it, but Bannister, he got caught there. He got caught, guy behind him, and really, I mean, that's where you want your big, strong defenseman crushing forearms.
Well, he like I said, he hadn't skated this week, and maybe wasn't as sharp as maybe he'd like to be here tonight. I noticed when Brad Voth hit him there tonight, I mean, he's not a big, heavy man. I don't think he's been known for being necessarily a real physical guy. He's just been very smooth and has executed the game and been able to take care of the simple things. So, you're a little reluctant in front of the net. You got a team that's sharp and out of the gates quickly, and next thing you know, you're down 2.
And of course, the Hull Stingrays, they had a couple of good power play opportunities. Peter Puck. A couple of power play opportunities, and they rattled one off the post. And really, that's one that you need back right away. But they had a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4, and those were good chances to get back in the game.
I think they were just unlucky. They moved the puck around well, and they hit the post there. But I mean, if they got going back there, I think we'd be looking at a different game right now. Yeah. But Cardiff definitely seem to be in control at the moment.
Because when we coming back just before the end of the period, we were saying that Hull hadn't really played that bad. I mean, 3-0 is a very flattering scoreline right now for the Cardiff Devils, isn't it?
It is. I mean, Jared said he thought he dominated the whole period. I think they were extremely strong, Cardiff, right from the off, and I think they're deserving of the 3-0 lead. But I think it is a flattering scoreline because Hull haven't done much wrong, and they've had a couple chances. They went off the post. They had a good power play, but here was the third one, and Hull has just made 3 mistakes, and the Devils have been opportunists and take advantage of it.
Guys, hockey at this level, how can you let a guy like Sammy Smith stand in the low slot like that all by himself, without getting his forearms cracked?
Well, they were all watching the puck, though, weren't they? And everybody was thinking that the play was kind of dead, and, we're just going to move this puck out of our own blue line. And there's Sammy Smith just waiting, and he just buries it. All
right, let's head upstairs and talk to Dave and Rick and see what they thought about the first period. Boys?
Well, just picking up on something you guys were talking about there, it's a long way to travel to Cardiff. Hey, it was a long way to travel for Rick and I to get here, but we were prepared. And you've got to be mentally prepared before you get off the bus here, haven't you?
Yeah, if you're a hockey coach and you're not going to be on the bus for 6 or 7 hours, the first thing you do is you get them here early. The second thing you do is you get them ready to play, and the first 5 minutes in Cardiff are going to be tough, and everything's going to come fast. They were not ready.
This game is played on the ice, but it's also played up here, isn't it, in the head. And right now, the Hull Stingrays, they weren't ready in the beginning of the period, and they weren't ready at the end, and they got what they deserved.
Yeah, they're down. You get down 2-0. You kind of come back. You're playing a bit better, and then another mental error with a minute to go. You don't give up a goal in the first minute, and you definitely don't give one out in the last minute of the period, and they did.
So what do the Hull Stingrays have to do now to get back into this game?
They got to go back to the basics. They got to move the puck quicker. They got to finish their checks. They got to want to get involved. In this rink, you have to get involved to be successful, and they got to get dirty.
We saw there, and the guys mentioned it in the highlights, we commented on Sladek just being a little bit timid. The guy's taller than Everest, isn't he? He's a huge man. And right now, we saw on the first goal, it was that big hit from Michel that turns the puck over. They just know it's coming, and they're a little frigid out there.
Yeah, they know it's coming, and right now they know the Cardiff Devils are going to dump the puck in, and they're going to forecheck. Well, that's what the Hull Stingrays got to do. They got to get it deep, and they got to start pounding on the Cardiff Devils, the defense, to create turnovers and then lead to scoring chances.
Those are our thoughts, Nick. Back to you.
All right, boys, thanks ever so much. And 3 goals down, and Brett, I suppose you know more better than anybody. Three goals is 3 shots. It
is, and like I said, they went off the post, and at 2-0, you thought whichever way the next goal went, it was going to have a big determination on the game. I don't think they're going to come back from the 3-0. That's a bold statement, but I think that they will stay in this game and it won't get away from them. But Cardiff looks sharp tonight.
Do you think that Hull can come back? I mean, we know what their spirit is like, especially led by Sylvain Cloutier. Jonathan, I mean, really, are they going to be scared by being 3 goals down right now?
No, I don't think so. I think they need to, these first few shifts, I think each line needs to go out and make a play, make a big hit, or make something happen. If they can do that, get the confidence back, and try and get that momentum going through their team.
All right, let's hear what Sylvain Cloutier has to say. He's with Chris Ellis.
Sylvain, are you an angry coach?
Yeah, obviously you're not happy after that start. I mean, the first goal, not much you can do about it. One of our defensemen lost an edge, and a little breakdown there. The guy skates in all alone, and little mistakes have been killing us. The turnovers, puck up the middle. We talked about it before the game. No passes up the middle, and here we go and we do it. And we talked about chipping it hard off the wall, and we got some guys that are just flipping it at the wall. It's not getting out, and we got to pay the price. You got to want the puck, and you got to want to win battles.
What sort of things have you said to them in the dressing room, though?
We got to get back to work. I mean, you can't sit there and watch them. We watched them the first 10 minutes, and then we kind of got our forecheck going a little bit. We had some chances on the power play. We just got to get back to work. I mean, you can't sit back with this team. They come at you in waves, and you got to keep up the intensity against these guys.
Do you take any positives about the fact that you did have that spell when it was 2-0 and you kind of got yourselves back into the game?
Yeah, I mean, this group's not going to quit, so we're going to come out in a second, and we got to get back to work, get back to the game plan, keep pucks out of the middle, chip it in, and finish our checks and get our forecheck going.
Okay, Sylvain, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'd like to say a hello to the Coventry Blaze right now, who are out in Latvia, and they've won 6-1 in the Continental Cup. So all you guys sitting out in Latvia, well done from all of us here. And I do believe, Jonathan, that Sheffield are drawing 1-1 with Belfast right now. So are you guys going to be happy with that one?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going out there for 4 points, but I think realistically a split weekend would be ideal.
Okay, now Brett, let's go back to what Sylvain was saying. Is that you want to start a period, in the first period, you want to start off the first few shifts doing certain things, and then when the team does some mental breakdowns right away, I mean, how do you cope with that? Because right off the bat, he says no passes up the middle, but then there's passes up the middle. So, what's going through players' head? Are they panicking because you've got the puck on your stick? Coach says don't pass up the middle, but yet you still do it in the first few minutes of a period. I mean, what's happening there? Is it a mental breakdown? Are you timid? Are you scared? Is it bust legs? What's going on?
Well, I think there's a number of things. I think a guy loses his edge. He has to transfer his weight and react to that aggression from the Cardiff Devils on the puck, on those two defensemen. And you see Tyler Michel. He's relentless, and he's coming at you, and you got guys forcing you immediately when you think you got a little bit of time as defenseman, and you do panic and you make mistakes. And when you make a mistake, though, you've got to limit the damage. You've got to stop digging, and you've got to then realize, okay, we'll bury that one, put it behind us. Next thing you know, it's 2-0. And the longer you carry it with you, the more you think about what mistakes you've made previously, the more you're going to make in the future. So you got to cut the baggage, and you got to leave it there, and you got to move forward and get back on the game plan.
How do you do that, Jonathan? I mean, you're 3-0 down after the first period. You've made a few mental errors, and it is your stick gets a little bit heavier, your skates get a little bit heavier, you get a little bit down. But there's still 40 minutes of hockey to go in a real tight ice hockey rink where Stevie Lyle hasn't had a lot to do. What do you do?
I think that's where your leaders step in. That's where you look to your leaders to kind of control the team, control that room, and kind of pick everyone back up, and let's get back on this track, which we should be on.
So what do the Hull Stingrays have to do right now, Brett? I mean, is it go out there, get forget about shooting the puck, forget about doing anything fancy, get a big hit?
Well, I think so. I think you got to come up with some energy. You got to start the first 5 minutes better than you did the first 5 in the first period. Get the shots in on Stevie Lyle and test them. They haven't tested him much here tonight. Making him work. Making him make saves. You get a chance, you got to go to the net and try to bury a rebound on him, and you get the first one, and the good things can happen.
Right back to good old tough hockey.
Darn right.
All right, and two guys who love good old tough hockey are Rick Strachan and Dave Sims. Boys,
we love coming to Cardiff because that's all you get in Cardiff is old-fashioned, old-school hockey, tough, nasty, aggressive, and that's exactly why the Cardiff Devils are 3-0 up here.
They were relentless that period. Forecheck right here. They get the puck in deep, forecheck.
Well, McRae right off the bat, and you would think, here's Smith, has a chance, scores! Absolute suicide by the Hull Stingrays. 11 seconds in. Did they not learn anything? Did Sylvain Cloutier not tell them anything? Or are they just deaf and didn't listen to Strachan?
Right here, the face-off. They lose the draw. Okay, here's Cardiff. They're going to dump the puck in. Right here. Okay, goalie, what are you going to do? McRae beats him, pokes the puck free. passes it right here, buries it, goal. They were sleeping. They were not ready to play a game again.
Well, the Hull Stingrays 4-0 down. Boucher comes out of his goal. You know what, if Boucher's not confident, cover it up. The defenseman, why throw a pizza down the middle? Why not hard off the glass? Do anything. But Smith gets his second of the game. Matska's got 2. Cardiff Devils lead by 4-0. Matska goes rink wide. It's taken out actually, Matska by Yusuverta. There's Sladek. Sladek moves the puck quickly through the neutral zone, picked up by Weller. Weller is so in control. Pelly jumps into the corner where Sladek will collect it and Matska's all over him. Yusuverta one-on-one with Richardson, takes a shot, Lyle makes a save, Yusuverta picks up, but look how quickly the Devils got back. They're going to take a penalty, but that's what we call a good penalty, scoring opportunity, and the Cardiff Devils weren't afraid to take the penalty on Yusuverta, so he went for the second shot.
All right, there, everything happens in this ring quick right there. Hard shot inside the blue line, rebound comes out, Yusuverta's smart, he goes for it, and they haul him down because he's going to score. Good penalty.
Power play time then for the Hull Stingrays. Cloutier in the face-off circle. Knowing Sylvain Cloutier as we do, he will just be spitting feathers right now, wouldn't he? Because he will have mentioned those things we talked about. It's 10, throws one at the net, there's looking for traffic in front. You know Cloutier knows the game. You know Cloutier would have drummed that message home in the period break, as he probably did before the start of the game, and he's just thinking, are my team deaf or stupid?
Well, right there, he said that we got to compete harder right off the bat. We lose the draw. Everyone falls asleep. They chip the puck in. They lose the race. The goalie doesn't cover it up, and then they give up a scoring chance, and they bury it.
Power play time. The Stingrays have got to get back into it. Tendler, who shoots one off the skates of Richardson. We spoke about Tendler. He has to be their go-to guy, doesn't he? This is where we need a Tendler moment.
He is. He's right now. He's the guy on fire, and he's the guy they're going to rely on to score all the goals. But the other guys on this team they got to look to. Yusuverta, Kalmakov, they need guys, Silverthorne, they need these guys scoring as well.
Hull Stingrays bench coach Bobby McEwen said to me just as the teams were warming up what a great sniper Tendler was, and he came out with a great line. He's like a Curtis Hoppy with goals, which I thought was good. Here's Reed. Gives it to Silverthorne, but he doesn't get there because the big feet of Voth. And here they come again, and you just know, Mitchell just knew there, you can see the shadow, can't he? As the Lord Mayor of Cardiff gets ever closer to him. And right now again the Cardiff Devils forcing the Stingrays back, not letting Hull set up, being aggressive. Look at Berbere as he skates across the ice, and Mitchell knew that was coming. Yusuverta gets taken out by Smith, second man's back, only as far as Bannister in the former NHL, and makes that simple pass to Yusuverta again. Bannister is going to get a shot away. No, passes the puck, retakes a shot, saved by Stevie Lyle. Better from the Stingrays. At least they're getting some shots on Lyle.
Yeah, it was a lot better. They set it up. They got the puck. They moved it around right here. Good pass by Bannister. Sees Reed. Kind of doesn't get all of it right there. Only one thing. You got guys in front of the net. You got to screen. You got to get there. You got to know the puck's coming. You got to get in front of the goalie.
11 power play goals so far this season for the Hull Stingrays on the road. And this is a tough place to score on the power play. Well, hard. Everything Cardiff do, they do hard and firm and well, don't they? Everything's at 100%. Skate hard, pass hard, shoot hard.
You can't. There's no 50% in this ring. Everything's 100%.
Or you get pucks turned over and you find yourself 4-0 down.
Yeah, there's no shortcuts.
Down the left-hand side. Big hit, Weller. Don't tell me that doesn't hurt. Huff makes a nice pass out to McRae, and McRae comes down the left-hand side. McRae, can he get a shot away? Scored those first 2 goals. Back to full strength are the Cardiff Devils. Just over 3 gone in this second period. Voth can't get it to McRae. McRae comes up, Berbere comes on. But look at the work ethic of the Cardiff Devils. They're just simply outworking the Stingrays right now.
Yeah, you saw that right there. There's a 50-50 puck, and they just went in there. They wanted it more.
We said at the top of the show, you can't teach skill, you can't teach size, but you can teach work ethic, and you can, these guys, there's no excuse for not being first to a loose puck when you've got a 6 foot start.
Yeah, you gotta want it. You gotta want to get that puck out.
And Sladek did want it there, and he set up a chance, Esders, and Davies will go hunting for it. No lack of work ethic from Esders and Davies. And can Davies get on the end of this one? No, he can't, but he's all on his own there. And some of the teammates go for a change. Richardson snaps a pass. He was looking for Max Verbeer. Intercepted by Reed on this occasion. Just down below as puck goes over the plexi. And we have another line change. There is Weller. We were just speaking about him, and here is that big hit.
Oh, just a great check. Just finish your check.
The lady behind us just goes, ooh. Yes, madam, it hurts. He looks the real deal, doesn't he?
He can play the game. He moves the puck. He's a big guy. He skates. He's an excellent skater. He's got great hands, and he's physical.
Reed to Bannister. Bannister chips it down the middle. Icing will be waved off. Adams gets there first. Cloutier all over him. Two grumpy old men there, eh? Cloutier and Adams, but Adams does a great job, and he sets up a 2-on-1. Finity's got Hill. Finity shoots it. Hill in the back door. Comes off the skates of Jason Silverthorne. 2-on-1. All won though by the tenacity of Jared Adams in his own end. Adams and Hill 2-on-1. Hill, it looked like it was going to be the scorer. He'll probably be awarded the goal, but I think he came off the skates of Silverthorne at the end.
Yeah, right here, it's a 2-on-1. It's just a great thing. Hey, shoot the puck hard, see what happens. I don't know if Hill got it right here. Hill's going in the net hard. Yeah, I think he gets a foot on it. A foot on it, a stick on it, but it goes in it. It doesn't matter. That's what happens. You can go to the net. Good things happen. Hard shot. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think it came off Silverthorne. We'll see whether Finity or Hill get awarded that goal. So 2 quick goals in the first period from McRae, and 2 quick goals in the second period from Smith and Finity stroke Hill. 5-0. Who's going to get it? Well, here's Michelle behind the goal. There's been some big scores in the Elite League this year. Is this going to be another one? 5-0 after 25 minutes. Sladek in the corner, penalty. Phil Hill gets awarded that. He got a touch on it before Silverthorne kicked it in. We've got an interference minor coming in. It's going to be against UC Verta. It's going from bad to worse for the Stingrays. 5-0 down, 5 minutes into the second period, and they are in the penalty box. It's a Cardiff Devils power play.
Not just hard work. The Cardiff Devils smell blood right now, and they're just winning. They're just winning the races to the puck all over the ice.
Well, they've got the 5th best power play in the league, the Cardiff Devils, 20.2% here at home. 20.3% overall. 1 in 5. Weller sends it down low to Big Max. Sladek's got to be hard in the corner. Dooley as well. Pelly. McRae looking for the hat-trick. Weller takes the shot, gets deflected off the stick of Konstantin Kalmakov. And actually, first of all awarded to Hill, but we're hearing now that goal awarded to Ryan Finity. So suggesting that Hill never touched the puck, and he just rebounds off Boucher, and it's Jason Silverthorne who kicks it in. So the last Cardiff Devils player to touch it was Ryan Finity. Finity's 4 goals, now 3 goals away from a big milestone in the Elite League. And there is Ryan Finity. He's a man who doesn't wear a moustache well, isn't he?
No, it doesn't suit him.
Well, Ryan Finity needs 4 points for 200 Elite League points.
Right here, just shoot the puck quick. Look at that, they got Both in front of the net, they got Hill in front of the net. All this power play is get the puck to the top and get it to the net.
Here's Finnerty again, back to Richardson, fires one off the blocker of Boucher. The battle with Bannister and Voth. And Bannister is finding out that Brad Voth and Bannister and Voth still having a little chat. I'm sure he was warned about Brad Voth before stepping onto the ice tonight. Drew Bannister in his first game here in the Elite League, the former NHL defenseman. Here's Hill. 50 seconds on the power play. Hill gets it back to Kenton Smith. Voth just stands in front of Boucher. Hill takes a shot. Rebounded and Bannister clears, but only as far as first of all Hill and then Michel. Finnerty. Back to Tyler Michel. One-timer comes in, Kenton Smith. Look at Brad Voth. He's showing his work ethic as well as they chip all the way down. What you seeing at the moment, Rick?
I just see the Cardiff Devils just outworking the Hull Stingrays right now. They're just the first to the puck, and if they're not the first to the puck, they're finishing the check and they're taking the pucks away from the Stingrays.
Max Berbier as Cloutier come hard on him. McRae. Kenton Smith gives it to Pelly. Gains the zone so well, so easy. Oh, nice pass by Berbier. Weller, backdoor, Matska. So simple, so easy. The Cardiff Devils are running riot here at home. It is a one-man wrecking, well, it's not a one-man wrecking machine. It's a one-team wrecking machine, isn't it? The Devils are steamrolling over the Hull Stingrays.
This doesn't get any prettier. Watch this passing play. Berbier, well, he can shoot the puck, looks at the back door. Damaska, open net. This is great. This is some great passing from the Cardiff Devils that ends up in a goal. Wide open. Right here, great vision by Weller, and right Damaska in the open net, back door.
Kylie Minogue in hot pants doesn't look any better than this. Super. It's easy finish by Matska, but what a great little play by Berbier and Weller. Shot comes in this time from Dooley, and Lyle covers up. And you know what, the Cardiff Devils, they are a ruthless kind of hockey club, a ruthless team. In this building, you can't take your foot off the gas and take it easy. They're going to just keep coming at the Hull Stingrays. Hull have got to get their game going, or they're going to get embarrassed here.
No, they're going to get embarrassed more than they are right now. You got to pick it up. You cannot quit in this rink because the Cardiff Devils smell blood right now.
15 from 4 and 12 on 27-22.
Well, Yusuf Versa goes chasing, and Stevie Lark covers up. Now, if Boucher had covered up in the first minute of the second period when he had the chance, you know, maybe it's a different story, isn't it?
Maybe it is, but it wasn't right now. The Hull Stingrays, they're playing for pride right now. Come on, it's 6-0. They got to come out, make something happen. A hit, a fight, do something.
Get your team going. Who's going to be that man for Hull? Mitchell perhaps in the face-off circle. Can he do something? Estes takes the shot and Lyle covers. And there is Lee Estes. You know all about him, Rick. You had him in Hull in your time.
He's just a hard-working kid. He's improving every year. He gets better and better. He's got some ice time. And, you know, this line of Estes, Mitchell, and Colburn are the three young kids who are going to work extremely hard.
Voth first to the corner, and Mitchell will finish and hit, but he just bounces off the Mayor of Cardiff. Manny still will touch the puck. Now icing will come, and will come all the way back. He must wonder what the hell is going on right now. He arrived on Monday. His bags only arrived on Thursday. His wife, family, his kids, no clothes, no anything. He got on the ice yesterday for the first time to practice with his team. He comes down here into Cardiff, and he's on the back end of 6-0 after, what have we got, 28 minutes.
And Brad Voth running him.
And Brad Voth is running him and showing him no respect, isn't he? He's just saying, hey, you are in my barn, son. I don't care where you have played. This is where you're playing now. By the way, I run this town.
Ryan Finnerty.
Coburn.
With an assist from number 26, Brad Voth. Sends Devils 5th goal.
Here come the Devils again. Finnerty cuts to the middle, takes the shot. It's bounces off the backboards, and there's a penalty going to come the way. Is it the way of the Hull Stingrays? I have a feeling it is. The Cardiff Devils are going on the power play. Estes to the penalty box. There is Ryan Finnerty, just 4 points to 9 needed for 200 points. Not the biggest point scorer, is he? I mean, he's not, you know, in your top 10 every year in points, but he gets those big goals in the big games, and that's why teams find him so valuable.
Yeah, he is. He's basically a third-line player, but when it comes to big game, he's going to be the guy who scores you the bigger the game, the better he plays.
The more money on the line. Weller. First time I've seen Weller live. Very impressive. Rabia goes to help Pelly out. Silverthorne moves the puck forward. Can Kalmakov pick up on this loose one? He can. Weller and Rabia just double man him. Outwork him.
They're moving your feet. The Cardiff Devils, they're on the power play. They're still working extremely hard.
Rabia, still Rabia. McRae, who started the rot. Sladdert comes across, helps it on its way to Rabia, gives it back to Pelly. Pelly has the puck robbed off him by Tendler. And Tendler makes a nice pass out to Kalmakov. Kalmakov, instead of driving to the net, just doesn't do very much, does he? Dooley gets hit by Hill. Cloutier, it will be killing him inside. Eating him up as the puck goes behind the goal to Lyle. Phil Hill can't pick up on that one. Tendler, as Cardiff failed this time, and man out in front was Cloutier. And this time it was the Cardiff Devils that let Cloutier out in front.
He just made things happen by hard work. You know, they're on the killing penalty, and Cardiff didn't think they were going to come so hard, and they kept moving their feet, and a little turnover, and Tendler throws it out front to Cloutier. He's wide open, and he just deflects it over the glass.
We talk about the NHL signings in the league. You know, Sylvain Cloutier, several hundred American League games. I mean, he's got a resume as good as pretty much anybody's over here right now. He knows what it takes to win. He knows the game inside out. But he's obviously got a problem right now expressing that or getting that message across to his players, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it's not every day they come up with huge games. They, knock off Belfast and Coventry, and then, just the next day just come out flat. So they got a consistency problem right now.
And how, as a coach, do you resolve that problem? When you've got a team that you know has the skill, know has the ability, knows can put the puck in the net, but some days it's got an on and an off switch.
Yeah, it just drives coaches nuts when you get into that situation. You don't know what to do. You got to find triggers that make them go, and you can only threaten them with their job so many times. Well,
that's right. That is the obvious one, isn't it? But a coach can only do that so often. Full strength. We're back 5-on-5. Finity will go chasing with Reed. They both take each other down, end up in the boards. Young Davies comes across. Smith will shovel it down behind the goal to Pelly. Pelly out in front. Can Finity get on it first? Nice hands from Ryan Finity. Back to Kenton Smith. Takes a shot. Mark Smith, my apologies. Right into the glove of Boucher. 8 minutes and 51 seconds remain in this middle period. And it's a period that can't end quick enough for Cloutier and his Stingrays. Gets a message across to Konstantin Kalmakov. Do you know what that message was? Pele, Cloutier. Oh, nice stick by Kalmakov. Puck into the neutral zone. Picked up by Richardson. Pele. Those feet go. Takes the shot low. Saved by Boucher. He must have been just such a pleasant surprise for Jared Adams. I know Adams was expecting a quality player and a good goal scorer, but in your first year to come in and it just works so instantly, so quickly. Wow.
Yeah, usually it takes a couple months for guys to start clicking, and from day one he's come on here, he's been on fire, and he's just a smart hockey player. I talked to G before the game, and he says he's not big, he doesn't shoot the puck the hardest, he's not the fastest skater, he just knows where to go. His nose for the net is unbelievable. 25 goals, leads the league in goals. 42 points, leads the league in points. 9 power play, 2 short-handed, does a bit of everything, doesn't he? Here's Cloutier. Nice pass, Cloutier. Kalmakov takes a shot. Doesn't even get through to Lyle. The defenseman goes down and blocks the shot. That's Mark Smith's specialty, the Smith brother. Just block shots all night. I'd love to know what his saves percentage is. Pass out to Kalmakov. Kalmakov doesn't look interested tonight. It's the off switch for Kalmakov.
Look, oh, it's the on switch from Michel. He's just robbed Sladek. He's not the first to do that tonight. Davies. Back out to Dooley. Half-hearted Dooley, doesn't get it out. And Michel, anything but half-hearted, keeps it in. That one shift just sums up the whole game, doesn't it?
Yeah, some of the whole Stingray players look disinterested. You know, you got your stars, Kalmakov, Yusuverta, Silverthorne. We haven't really heard of them all night. They've never had the puck. And if you're the star players, you got to have the puck on your stick.
I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. But when you're talking about Davies, when you're talking about Colborne, when you're talking about Mitchell and Estes and those guys, more than you're talking about Kalmakov and Yusuverta, there's something desperately wrong.
Yeah, you know, to be a star hockey player, you got to have the puck on your stick, and you got to make something happen.
We're needing something from the Stingrays because the Cardiff Devils have been ruthless and relentless. You know, 6-0 up, and look at Phil Hill in a corner there with Bannister, finishing his hit. Here's Adams, as ruthless as a man as you'll ever find. Reed off the glass, through into the neutral zone to Smith. Smith to Brad Voth. Voth, nice pass out to Hill. Can Hill get a shot away? He does. Boucher's got it. Makes the save as Finnerty goes to the net. And again, Finnerty goes to the net. The Devils, it doesn't matter who wears a Cardiff Devils shirt, does it? Whatever the year, they go to the net as well as any team.
Yeah, what they do very well here is watch this. He's just buying time. It's never a hard shot. Just get the puck in net. Voth in there for a poke, and then Finnerty comes in for a poke. There's always someone around the net looking for that rebound.
They're like an irritating rash, aren't they, the Cardiff Devils, which is why you love to watch them play. Well, because they just never stop. They're coming at you all the time.
In this rink, they're just relentless. They just forecheck so hard.
But you know what, in Nottingham, what was it, a week or two ago, in a big rink, in a big arena, completely the opposite kind of building to this, they were equally as good, if not better, weren't they?
They were outstanding that night. What they have this year is that they have this belief that they can play on the road. They got guys who skate very well. They got a good system. They believe in it. And they're playing as a team.
They have belief and confidence. 2-on-1. Matska's the first guy. Here he is. Oh, he had the 8-iron out. He needed the 4-iron. But Pele just patiently waited.
That was a great Pele. Waited. Right here. He gets the puck through. If he gets anything on this, it's in the net because he had nothing but net. And it just bobbled at the last second. Great pass. And he just fired it over the net.
6:14 to go, middle period. 3-0 first, 3-0 second. Devils lead by 6 here at home. Michel, Smith just behind him. Can they cycle? Michel just works the corner as well as anyone. Here's Kalmakov. Kalmakov just gives it away. There's no excuse for that, isn't there?
There's totally no excuse for that. You're going to get the puck on your stick. Shoot it hard. If you can't get it out, fire it all the way down the ice.
Kalmakov again, looks a lost soul out there. He's offside, is Michel, so that's why you saw McRae not touch that loose puck. Cloutier. Long shot kicked away by Lyle. Voth gets there first. Sladek comes in on Voth. Sladek showing a bit of aggression. Silverthorne works the corner well, moves the puck down. Cloutier on Weller. Weller just... I'm sorry, kid, you ain't having that. Here's Hill. Weller going forward. Look at Weller, just drives again. And of course, Weller, not just a defenseman, played a lot of his career as a forward. And again, first man back. Chance for Kalmakov. Kalmakov second bite of the cherry. Kalmakov has it back. Kalmakov to Weller. And Weller is just a league apart. Half long shot kicked away by Boucher. Kick there by Smith, and it's Kenton Smith back to Finnerty. Still Ryan Finnerty. Brabia will chase Bannister into the corner. Now he'll chase Reed into the corner. He's just not giving up. And this is Max Brabia, a man who perhaps in the past, when a game was won or a game was lost, did have an off switch, but he's lost that off switch. Here's Matska, takes a shot. Man at the back door was Pele. And you know, I use Brabia as a great example. He did have that on and off switch, but he hasn't got it now. He's just full on.
Well, he's playing with two guys who extremely hard work. Pele and Matska, they never stop, and he's bought into that system. Okay, guys, I'm going to play with you. I'm going to work as hard as you every shift, every night.
Look at Weller. This is just Weller at his best, eh?
Oh, that's just poise. He's big, he's strong. Watch this, he's got guys hanging all over him. Pinpoint pass, right on the tape.
We've seen in some of our highlight shows some of the Cardiff goals, some of the great passes Weller makes, and we've seen it 2 or 3 times tonight. He's not just that off the glass and out kind of defenseman. He can make that killer pass as well.
That's the difference between him. He knows when he's got to make the off the glass pass, and if he doesn't have to, he's going to put it right on the tape.
The Cardiff fans are going to love Weller. Only his 3rd week in the country. Hasn't even settled in yet, has he? Pelly. Back to Adams. There's a broken stick on the ice, which will get moved now.
Keep an eye on that Specsavers.
And that's the point. Sometimes it takes guys 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. This is his 3rd week. And he looks like a seasoned vet, doesn't he?
Yeah, it only took him a couple games to get into full stride. He's another guy who wasn't playing hockey. He just came here, practiced a couple times, put his skates on, and was a star.
Well, all about quality, and the Cardiff Devils right now are oozing quality. Sladek gets hit late. It's taken down. Cheers behind me. Sladek again to Kalmakov. Silverthorne on the backhand takes a shot on Stevie Lyle, his former teammate. Hacking and whacking at the back of Lily's net. And there is Silverthorne. We know him well, of course. He came and joined us on one of our shows a few weeks ago. Had that nasty concussion after the big hit from Guy Lepine in Nottingham. And he's a guy that, like you say, we just haven't mentioned tonight.
He hasn't had the puck. We haven't heard him, Silverthorne take the puck, go end to end. He hasn't done nothing. Just an off night for him.
Here's Smith. Dooley to Silverthorne, who just throws one down the middle and intercepted, and then the Cardiff Devils come at you. And this is the problem, that Hull are just giving the puck away so much, and Cardiff are just coming straight back. There's no respite, is there, for the Stingrays right now?
No, it's been one-way traffic, and the bad thing is that the Cardiff Devils are winning all the 50-50 pucks.
Finnerty, nice pass by Finnerty. Voth just couldn't get on the end of it. Wants a penalty, Darnell shakes his head. Finnerty again, back out to Voth, and Voth hammers one off the blocker of Boucher. Silverthorne gets to the loose puck first, and with 2:46 on the period, chips it down the left-hand side. Davies can't get there first. So here come the Devils again. Hill to Voth. Finnerty on the left-hand side. Hill. It's a drop pass to Finnerty. Easy. Kalmakov just waves his stick. There's Hill, takes a shot. Boucher got across well. Nice passing, nice play by the Cardiff Devils, and Boucher makes a nice save as well.
It's just a great vision by 3 guys who are very accustomed to playing with each other. And right here, they come over, throw it out. Right here, that's a great shot. And a good save by Boucher.
I was going to say, Boucher's made some good saves, hasn't he? I mean, he's let a couple in, but he's made some good saves, and he's keeping the score down here. 2:25 to go. We're kind of just cheering on the Stingrays a little bit here. We just want them to get back in this one. Just show us something. If not to win a game, win a period. But right now, Cardiff are all over them. Matska throws one to the net. And the penalty does come in. Matska got a little tug. And Bannister takes his first penalty minute in the UK. A 2-minute hooking minor. Penalty comes in.
Right here, it's just great transition, and Matska's going full speed. He's got him beat. He has to give him the hook. Otherwise, he's walking right in on another 2-on-1.
So Drew Bannister, hooking minor. 36-year-old. Played 4 years in Germany, 2 in the DL, 2 in the Bundesliga. Last year, a full season in the American Hockey League. He is the real deal. He's quality.
Hull Stingrays number 7, Drew Bannister, receives 2 minutes for hooking.
Pele, as the Cardiff power play goes to work. 1 in 5 they normally score. Here at home.
2 for hooking with VIP entry to the RAS penalty box at 37.
One-timer from Weller. And again, Boucher makes a save, but it's just bouncing around and not covered up.
Well, that was a rocket by Weller. I mean, he shot this puck. Great, nice pass, and then he just rips a rocket. Now, there's only one thing. You got to get someone in front of that net.
And normally, of course, the Cardiff Devils get people in front of the net better than anybody.
Yeah, they do a great job of putting net pressure on with one, even two guys.
Weller remains out on the ice. Reed. Oh, Brabia all alone. Brabia patient. Weller, he shoots and scores. Power play goal for Weller. It just taps up a great night for the former NHLer. Great play, great patience by Big Max. But the Cardiff Devils, a 4-0 period, they lead by 7 goals to 0.
Oh, I can tell you what, that is great patience, a great pass. They find him all alone, and watch this. Most guys they shoot. Oh, I'll suck the goalie out to me. Throw it back to Weller and bury it in the open net. That's just a great play by Max Beer.
Well, we'll see it again. Lovely finish, but it was all about Big Max.
Cardiff Devils' 7th goal. His
7th goal of the night.
Team and engineering
A 3-0 first, a 4-0 second. 118 remains.
With an assist to the Specsavers Bridgeend, sponsored number 23, Max Beerbrier.
So Weller.
And the Imagine sponsored number 4,
That's
John
well-earned break.
Power play goal, 38 minutes.
80 seconds remain. Stingrays break down the left-hand side with Dooley. It's all about character now. You've got to show some pride, some character.
38-31.
Because that's all the Stingrays have got left to play for.
Yeah, it's all about pride and character right now, and you got to go out there and you got to make something happen. Hey, the game's over. You got to get through this. First of all, let's get through this another minute and 12 seconds of this period. Go back in the dressing room.
And there was Dooley, the captain, and he has a role to play as well, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, he's got to pick his boys up and say, let's go out there and play the game.
Dooley, the captain. Cloutier, the coach. And it's those experienced guys that...
Last minute of the second period.
But again, another turnover, this time by Sladek. Trinity. Hill to Smith. With the mark variety. Back out to Finity, and Cloutier will shadow him into a corner. Kenton Smith, brother Remark. Both playing on a line together. I remember the last Elite League brothers who played on a line together. I'm sure we'll think one, I suppose. Did the Phillips brothers, Davey and Kevin? No, they never played in Belfast together, did they? They played in Hull together. Dooley gets chased down by Sam Smith. Smith comes in again and just finishes on Silverthorne. But he creates a turnover. Every time a Hull Stingrays player has the puck, he knows somebody from the Cardiff Devils is hunting him down, seek and destroy.
Well, that's how you're playing here, and you got to know that coming here, that you got to move your feet. The Cardiff Devils are an aggressive hockey team, and they're going to finish their checks.
Well, the Hull Stingrays just haven't learned their lesson. In the first period, they conceded an early goal, and they conceded a late goal in the period. What did they do in the second? They did exactly the same. They conceded an early goal, they conceded a late goal. Goals from Smith, from Finity, from Matska, and from Weller. A 4-0 second period, adding to a 3-0 first period, and the Cardiff Devils are running riot. They lead by 7 goals to 0. We're looking for something from the Stingrays in the third period.
Welcome back to Cardiff. Now the Cardiff Devils got off to a 3-0 first period, and then they did one better, a 4-0 second period. And guys, I mean, I never like to say a game's over before it's over, because 20 minutes is 20 minutes, and it's, you know, but really, I mean, Brent, the way the Hull Stingrays are skating out there, that their heads are down. I mean, they're done. They just want to get home, don't they? They
do. I mean, you give full credit to Cardiff Devils tonight, though. They've been the better team, and they're deserving of the scoreline. And you know, Hull Stingrays, they had a slow start, and they just haven't been as committed to the game as the Cardiff Devils have. Cardiff Devils have wanted to score, have wanted to make plays, and have done exactly what they set out to do.
Jonathan, we're here kind of, you know, neutrals. We wanted a good game of hockey. But and we were expecting the Hull Stingrays to come out in the second period tough and hard. But first period, first shift, Sam Smith started off in the first period in the second period as he ended in the first with a goal, and that started them on their way to a rout with a great goal for the Cardiff Devils.
No, I did, and again they scored in the first shift. So I think straight away, you know, Hull's head went straight down.
What's happening here is just a communication breakdown between the goalkeeper and his defenseman. I mean, what's going on? And then everyone's, I mean, guys, I've never seen such a flat-footed team in my life.
Well, you got 3 blue shirts there doing nothing, and nobody taking anybody, and nobody picking up the trailer either. So you got 3 guys all on a path to nowhere quickly because nobody really commits to taking that puck.
Okay, and they just kept going and going, the Cardiff Devils, and again just doing everything. I mean, Dave Sims said that Jared Adams is relentless, and Finnerty here with a shot. I mean, he gets credited for the goal, but again, Finnerty with the shot and Hill driving to the net, and Cardiff, they're just thinking they can smell blood now.
Well, of course, Infinity just buries his head and goes for the big shot. And if Phil Hill's not driving the net there, that goal probably doesn't go in because the defenseman with Hull has to stay with Phil Hill to prevent him from scoring an easy tap-in goal and ends up going off the Stingrays skates and in the back of the net.
Now, who would have taken credit for that, Jonathan? Phil Hill? I mean, it looked like he may have got a piece on it, but he was being nice to his teammate.
Well, me and Brent were talking about that. We said we had bets whether he'd take it or not, but
That's a pretty honest guy.
Team building. That's what it's all about. But Cardiff again, they keep coming, and then they double the scoreline to 6-0. And again, just moving the puck around really nice on the power play and just great movement.
Oh, they look like the Russian army there, the way they moved it around. You got 4 linked passes, bang, bang, bang. Matska in front, and there's no way he's going to miss from there. But Weller, who steps into the rush here and comes up with the next goal.
How good is this line feeling right now?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, well, they're the highest scoring line in the whole of the league. And right now here tonight, they look like they do no wrong.
Okay, and then Weller got on the board, and everyone's been talking about this guy and how impactful he has been for the Cardiff Devils, and then he goes and gets a goal.
Well, it's a great play, and you'll see here Max Bierbreier sells it to him initially. You got Pele out of the corner, who's always working, trying to find possession of that puck, and makes a great play out to Bierbreier, and Bierbreier with the old shake and bake, and then just lays it on a plate for him to eat.
Jonathan, this is a team that's playing with a lot of confidence because Bierbreier, with that shake and bake on the outside. I mean, this is a guy who's a natural goal scorer, but then he's looking for his teammates, and maybe he's found the perfect combination.
No, I think so. They seem to complement each other well. Matska, Pell, and Bierbreier, and every night they work so well together. Their movement is really good. Pell shoots the puck. Matska is a great playmaker. Max does a bit of everything. So it seems to be the perfect combination there.
Okay, let's get a word from the Cardiff Devils camp. Neil Francis, the bench coach, is talking to Chris.
Okay, Neil, that couldn't have gone any better, I don't think.
No, it's really good. We're moving the puck around well. The guys got smiles on their faces, and we're enjoying our hockey right now.
What do you think couldn't go any better for you? I mean, in front of the cameras, 7-0. As I said, it's almost perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, what we're trying to do now is not to get into any bad habits and go point chasing, because we play better as a team when we keep it nice and simple. When we do that, the goals come, and that's what the guys have done tonight. They've been nice and patient on the puck, haven't tried to force any plays. There's nobody on this team that's being selfish and trying to rack up points just because we're a couple of goals ahead, and it's resulted in a 7-0 so far.
So will you be going in there kind of telling the guys not to let their foot off the gas and not to relent? Because the one thing about Cardiff is they keep coming at you. Do you want to see that even more?
Yeah, I want us to keep going in the same way, and like I said, not try and make out his point night, but just keep playing the same way we do and see what that brings, and hopefully it'll bring us a few more goals.
What have you done so right tonight? Because this isn't any sort of win at the moment. It's 7-0 at the end of the second. If you could pinpoint what you're doing so well, what is it?
It's scoring across all 3 lines. The first 3-4 goals are scored by what's meant to be our third line, if you can call them that. Guys like Stuart McRae, Tyler Michelle, Sam Smith, they've been doing a great job racking up the first 4 goals. The other lines then come into play, so it's balanced scoring across all 3 lines, and it's hard to play against.
Thanks, Neil.
Neil Francis of the Cardiff Devils. And folks, you're a Cardiff Devil fan or just an ice hockey fan, everyone knows the name Shine Dog. Shannon Hope of the Cardiff Devils, who's going to be an extremely happy man right now. He's an integral part in ice hockey in Wales, and he's had his shirt retired here. And right now, we can hear a piece about Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon Hope, Director of Ice Hockey for the Cardiff Devils. This is our home in the Bay. Let's show you around. Welcome to our reception. This will be the first thing you see when you enter the Devils office. Up here on the wall, these are past trophies. These run back, I guess, when the club formed in '86, running through. Some big Heineken ones there, league champions. We also have a Devils Community Foundation, which operate within the office. The boys are in there working hard. CEO, Paul Reagan, will hide out in here. Normally he's on the phone, but let's see what Paul's up to. True to tale, Paul is on the phone. Come out of here. Our Director of Operations, Simon Hodgkinson, sits in here. Simon's off today, but will be in for the game. Then you come into the director of hockey office, which is mine. This is my home. This is where I hang out. Some of the past days, Great Britain, and all my time with Cardiff. And obviously the most important thing in the office is my golf clubs over there to practice my playing. Out of my office, our accounts office is in here. Rian Wallace will sit in there, do our accounts, all the Devils accounts. Come down, I'll show you the shop. We have a retail shop in the office. So all this stuff we can find online. CardiffDevils.com, but fans do come in the office and actually purchase. This leads us to our boardroom. This is where all the key decisions are made. As to the future, we hold some of our league meetings in here as well. All our interviews for Devils TV are taken against this backdrop here. So our players will come in and sit here, and it's Nottingham's arena, but it makes a great shot, great backdrop. Come on, we'll take you down to the hub of the operation. It's a bit of history coming down this roll here. When we played Team Canada for the first time, that was back in the mid-90s. Frank Caprice, who is a famous goalie, played in the NHL for Vancouver, played some seasons with Cardiff. Stevie Thornton, fastest goal in the Super League, was 8 seconds, back against Bracknell in 1997. Then it brings us into the hub of the operation, whereas we have Kelly, who does our sales and marketing. Paul Sullivan, all our production, our match night show. Gareth Hubbock, who's the man on the instant replays. Across here, Ellie, who does some phone calls, does a lot of our copyright. And behind us, Brent Pope, who's in charge of our Junior Devils operation and our community foundation. And that's our crib. Well, as you can see, we've got a big operation here in Cardiff. Now, my role is more defined. I'm director of hockey. I oversee all the on-ice activities with the hockey. So I hire the coach and make sure that he keeps things in line. Oversee all the sales and marketing for ticket strategies and deal directly with all the corporate partners. Geez, I came over to Cardiff in 1987, 86, and played 13 years in Cardiff. Retired, had a great time. You know, we've won, I think, 8 or 9 championships throughout my time, and I guess my role is to try to bring some of that back into Cardiff. I think the new CEO is very driven. Paul Reagan's got a clear vision in place, and I guess my job is to make sure Paul's happy with where we go with everything on the ice and around all our facilities and our partners.
I got offered an opportunity to engage. I was looking for a sports club investment anyway. I'd looked at football and that didn't really stack for me, so this was attractive on the basis of a wage cap. So I thought that commercially it could work quite well, and with many businesses that I have, it was quite interesting to get involved in something that my family could get involved in as well. So it's supposed to be a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun, albeit of course there's a lot of pressure when we're playing, of course.
The Devils' off-ice facilities are certainly impressive, but the club and its fans have felt somewhat held back in the last few years by their temporary home in Cardiff Bay. But on the positive side, things seem to be moving forward in them finding a permanent home.
Well, the temporary rink was initially in for 3 years. It's now it'll be 5 by the time the new one's complete. We've recently just lost a tender to build the rink. Planet Ice are putting up a new facility for us. I guess it's my role to make sure what they build is fit for purpose for us. I need, improved corporate facilities from our rink down in the city centre. I'd love to have some more seats. I'd love to get up to 3,000 seats, and then obviously the dressing room. We need a proper dressing room and proper fitness areas, medical rooms, and that for the club, and just to make sure that they build the right thing that's fit for purpose for the Cardiff Devils. Our overall vision is to do more and help grow the league. I think we're more proactive within the league, and love to even see the league expand off into Europe. And it's important that we get this platform level in right. I think the playing levels have improved over the last 3 or 4 years. I think we're playing some great ice hockey, and look to strengthen the league and all the partners in it.
Well, we want to dominate in the UK. I mean, my understanding from the history going back in the 90s, we were one of the big clubs. I think the club has lost its way over recent years, and to be fair, has started to work its way back. We have a strong team this year. Commercially, as far as the off-ice business is concerned, we've really got things back to where they should be, and now it's all about a new home coming next year. We hope, fingers crossed, and that really the job now is to make sure we perform on the ice. And we're never going to have the biggest arena in the league, but we should have the most modern arena in the league, and aspiration-wise is to be the #1 team in the UK.
So things starting to roll well for the Cardiff Devils off the ice. On the ice right now, well, they're dominating. The Hull Stingrays 7-0 heading into the third period, and now we can head up to Rick Strachan, but first, Dave Sims.
There we go. Thanks very much, Nick. 7-0. Oh dear me. I have to say to you, Rick, we were just talking up here in the press gantry. Live television, every athlete's dream.
There's been no effort.
Nine. Right. Show some emotion. Weller's just lost that one, and Dooley's got him behind him. Here he's Dooley. Oh, look at Weller again. Simplicity. Sets up a 2-on-1. Smith has got Michelle. Here's Smith for the hat-trick. He shoots, he scores. Smith scores a hat-trick. Sam Smith, super effort. 2-on-1. But again, a great play from Weller, the defenseman, who breaks up the Hull Stingrays attack. Sam Smith had 6 goals coming into tonight. He's now got... Anywhere, isn't it?
That's a goal in any league.
8-0. Here comes Weller, who for a second, only a millisecond, mind you, looked like he's going again. He scores right out in front. I think it's Michelle. It is. It's Tyler Michelle. All about Weller. Drives the net, creates havoc. Weller gets his right on the button, and Tyler Michelle scores his first of the night. That line, 5 goals tonight, 6 goals tonight.
Right here.
Third line, 6 goals.
Right here. Oh, great play by comes in, shoots the puck, and what they do great, Cardiff, they go to the net, they look for those rebounds. Never.
By Boucher, they want 10. Huge denied by Boucher. They want 10 here. You can hear the chant. They got 10. Third unit of the Cardiff Devils has scored 6 goals tonight. Here's Babea. Here's Matska. Shoots denied by Boucher. They want 10 here. You can hear the chant. They got 10 as well. It's Pele. 4 goals in a minute. Pele gets his first of the night.
More in a moment.
The Hull Stingray players come to the bench. They look embarrassed. They should be. 10 goals to 0. The Cardiff Devils lead.
Well, right now. walk right.
They've got 43 seconds, but they give it Reed gets a puck to Jason Silverthorne. They're on the power play. They've got 43 seconds, but they give it a short-handed chance away for Finnerty. Finnerty shoots and scores! Goal number 11. Point 198 for Ryan Finnerty. No real celebration. What's the point at 11? But even on a power play, 10-0 down.
It's a great pass by Weller and right to Finnerty, and he bears it. Look at Silverthorne.
The net, Pele shots right close in, big chance, goal! All Stringrays will be back to full strength, and they've shown a bit of emotion, a little bit of energy on this penalty kill, haven't they?
For the thing, their penalty killing's been pretty good tonight.
Here's McRae, he's looking for a hat-trick. Smith has already got his. Here's McRae. Drives one at the net, Pele shots right close in, big chance, goal! Goal number 12 for the Cardiff Devils, and I'm pretty sure it's Smith who shoots and scores at the back door. We'll wait and see the final scorer. No emotion from the Devils as they come back to the bench. And if you're in Cardiff, come and support this Cardiff Devils team, because this team, folks, is going to take a run at a championship. They're fed up of being bridesmaids. They always make the final four. They want to go to the outfitters and they want to get the bride's dress out. They want to go home with the prom queen. And after a first period of 3, they decided to hit a second period of 4, and then they threw in a final period of 5. 12 goals to nil.